Hello, I'm Keanu Reeves. People keep asking me, am I back? And I haven't quite thought of what I should say to that. Because 47 Ronin came out last year. So I was technically back then. It's just no one saw it. But yeah, I guess now I'm back, yeah. I'm back. John Wick. Whoa. Keanu the Reeves is fucking back. As you know from my hilarious opening impression. I love this movie. There. If you don't want to hear the rest of this review, that's all you gotta know. I fucking love it. Yes, it's a simple revenge story, but I love its execution. It's like that rare action film that truly understands story and truly understands character. You know, like great writers like myself have to know this. I think the key to any good revenge flick is you gotta set it up in such a way where you really want the main character to get his revenge. And boy, do you feel that in this movie. Like the trailer shows it, his wife passes on, and then he gets a dog, a cute little puppy from his late wife. And this puppy is just so fucking cute. Like, I want this puppy. I want to get it as a service dog and take it with me to theme parks. Then, you know, Russian bad guys have to go and murder this guy's dog. And immediately you're like, I want this guy to get revenge. I just love how they set everything up. Like the first 20 minutes, Keanu or I don't give a fuck, Reeves, this John guy is just a normal dude. And Keanu, or whatever, we're not doing this, is normal. Like, he's just a normal Joe. And he's like really believable as this like sympathetic guy. So you naturally sympathize for him. Like, there's this moment early on where he's crying and he really, you know, it's believable. It's that rare believable moment for Keanu Reeves. Then when the story kicks in, every fucking character is like, oh shit, John Wick is back. And the edification of John Wick from all these characters, it's awesome, it's funny, it builds mystery. And when Keanu makes his transformation into this like killer, making his comeback, the monster embracing it, it's believable. Like the image they're creating for you before he even kills a single person in this movie. You're looking at him and you're like, you know what? Starting to see it. Then when the first action sequence kicks in, it is bloody brilliant, by the way. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I see what everyone fears. He's gonna murder that dick for killing his dog. Okay, so the action, I loved it. It's very unique. The camera is not some like handheld bullshit. Like the shots really go on. You can see everything that's happening. It's like uniquely choreographed, yet you can see this shit going down in real life. And what I love too is that every action scene made sense for that scene to be there at that time. Nothing felt like they just threw in an action sequence. And like the way the violence is and the way how Keanu does his performance when all of it's going on, it actually adds layers to the character. Layers like an onion. Like Shrek. Donkey. I wanna make some waffle, Shrek. I'm a black donkey. Keanu Reeves as John Wick. He's got a big dick, and it makes you sick when you chug on that dick, but you gotta give it a little bit of a lickety-lick. And sometimes he calls his dick Nick. Don't know why that name he picks, but you know what? Sometimes he calls it Rick too. Bam, there, freestyle, did it. I've already been talking a lot about this guy, and he owns this movie. Like, he has it on Blu-ray already. Next to Neo, this is like one of his best performances ever. He's mysterious, but a total badass that you fucking root for the whole time. You don't kill someone's dog. You just don't. You don't do that. I don't care who you are. When God told Abraham, kill your son, he never mentioned anything about killing his dog. Because God knows that's a line you don't cross. Old Testament, damn, Jews and Christians. Just hit the whole demographic. The dude has two scenes that require a lot of emotion. Most of the time he's kind of just a quiet, lonely badass. You know, kind of like myself. Everyone knows he tends to not be the greatest actor, but in the two scenes he has that really show off his emotion, he's very believable. Like, I think he's evolved as an actor. This could be a totally great franchise. I also love the cinematography. It had like a bluish look to it the whole time, which is kind of funny because The Matrix had like a green look about it the whole time. And then who knows, maybe his next movie might have like a yellow look about it the whole time. And then maybe there's like a gray look about it the whole time. And then there might be a black look about it the whole time. But if it's black, you can't really see anything. And then it'll co-star with Eddie Murphy as Donkey. And then you can't see Eddie Murphy because he's black in the movie. Shot too dark. That's another thing. This movie is like a noir, pulpy type of world. Like a cool criminal underworld story. I love it when you get a root for the bad guys. I do that in real life too. And it's surprisingly a very imaginative film. There's this hotel there called the Continental, which is essentially like a safe place for bad guys to stay. And the Continental has an understanding that no business, hint, air quotes, cannot be conducted there. So you could be like arch enemies, but when you're staying at the Continental, no one's killing no one. And in the building, the interaction with the other hitmen, the clever, sly dialogue where they speak in code a lot, it's a ton of fun to watch. And the villains in this movie, the Russian mob, who's like the villain in every movie now, yeah, you don't like them. You want them to die, and they're written very well. But you want them to suffer horrible deaths. The one thing I think this film was missing is when after Keanu kills people, he doesn't take a shit on their corpse. You don't kill a man's dog. This is a revenge film at its best. Simple premise, unique execution. Let me get straight to the point here. John Wick got a bloody head count right. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my review for John Wick. Why don't you go ahead, scroll that comment box below, and tell me, I have a serious question this time, which superhero could you see Keanu Reeves playing? You can go ahead and follow us on our social networks, blah, 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 blah. And if you want to get updated every time one of my reviews or videos is out, go ahead and click on this button by my dick to subscribe. That's right, the dick. Let me tell you something about this little Wick. He has been able to wick away the fluid of many wet vaginas. Because the definition of wick is to absorb or draw off liquid, a capillary action. I hope this penis joke made sense.